What's up, everybody? This is Bio with Bionics. I want to talk about these people online spreading thought viruses, like really stupid stuff like drinking your own urine. It's ridiculous and it's time for it to stop. Okay, I'm back. So let me just talk a little bit, first of all, about how this topic even got onto my radar. Okay, I help coach guys with online fitness who are on the go, on the move, like to travel. Like I like to say, men of honor, peaceful warriors who want to get workouts in wherever they are. So I'm always interested in martial arts and MMA and all types of workouts. I follow all the fitness influencers online, various people. And every now and then I come across information that I don't agree with, information that I do agree with. Just a little bit on my background. I've been a personal trainer for 10 years, worked in the fitness industry. I've been in martial arts all my life. I've been a soccer player. I've lived in New York City, Miami. I've had interaction with cultures all over the world. I grew up on hip hop. I grew up with exposure to various different cultures. My father's African, my mother's American. So I have experience and exposure to all types of people, all types of cultures, and different types of backgrounds, right? And the only time, okay, so this idea about people drinking urine, okay, the way that I came across this is because I was on, I believe it was Elliot Hulse's videos online, and he was interviewing a guy named Cole Robinson regarding fasting, and he was talking about the snake diet. So now I looked up snake diet, and I saw this super snake juice video. I'll put a link to it here. And the guy is talking about drinking your urine. He's drinking like a 40 ounce of his own urine. I'm like, this is crazy. This is nuts. What's wrong with these people? Right? The only time I had ever heard of people referencing drinking urine was from the hip hop world. Suge Knight actually, a convicted criminal, threatening people to basically humiliate them, intimidate them by making them and forcing them to drink urine or else. Or there was also references to Nas in a hip hop song. They said that they cut out some of his lyrics because he referenced drinking urine for some kind of cult or something like that. I think the lyrics are online with that. So you could see that. But so, that was the only time I had heard the reference of it. Maybe I was just not exposed to these a little bit more obscure Eastern philosophies, because I've been exposed to Eastern philosophy for 20 years. I've been reading all about yin and yang, Tao Te Ching, China, Japan, all the different various forms of martial arts. And I still had never heard of people drinking their own urine for urine therapy. So this is still relatively new to me to see that there's actually a community of people that actually do this. And then what's sad about it is I just kept seeing more and more videos pop up online. So I'm like, man, this is really strange. And then the Cole Robinson guy from the snake diet, I think he's just straight up satanic. His message is, kind of like the Full Metal Jacket, like, hey, fatty, blah, blah, blah. And he talks like to people, demeaning fat people and telling them that the only way for you to lose weight is to not eat for 72 hours or 7 days or 5 days or whatever. And he espouses this snake juice, or basically drinking water with sodium and all these things. But when I saw that video of him drinking like almost a 40 ounce of his own piss, I'm like, what's wrong with these people? Like, we see influencers on YouTube and we think that, people have earned the right to influence us and things like that. You don't earn my right to influence me unless you're speaking something intelligent and it makes sense and it's scientific and it's based on evidence and reason. Other than that, I'm not listening to any of that garbage. Okay, and so I realized, like, wow, okay, so, that's just one crazy guy and everything. But when I saw the 100,000 subscribers that he had with all the influence, and then I saw people in the comments like, yeah, I'm drinking urine, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, right? So that was one that I saw, and I realized it was really, there needs to be people that speak up more against these type of thought viruses because these people are influencing other people to take steps that are more detrimental to their health, right? So then I thought about it like, okay, well, let me just research a little bit more information. Maybe there's some kind of twisted logic behind it, or, you know, and I'll never do it regardless, even if you have like that. Just for me, there's some other reasons why I would say I would never do that. There's basically spiritual reasons, moral reasons, natural reasons of just pure damn common sense and intuitive reasoning that I would never do that. But even if they presented this type of logic and reason, there's a lot of people that don't think based on critical thinking or logic or reason. And for those of you who don't know, don't take anything I'm saying as a word for it either. Critical thinking and logical reasoning is when you look at both sides of an equation, both sides of a point of view, of both sides of a problem. Which means if somebody tells you, oh man, yeah, you should drink your own urine, it's very healthy for you. Then you look on the other side of the problem and you say, okay, you should not drink your urine, it's very bad for you. And then you should look at the reasons of not drinking your urine and look at the reasons of drinking your urine and come to that conclusion. If you had to go that far, for me, it's not that hard of a decision. Don't drink your goddamn urine. You know, but evidently for some people, they require a little bit more research on the topic. They require a little bit more effort to find out why they should or shouldn't do something. Okay, so then the other more disturbing video that I saw was this guy, Brian Rose. I followed this guy on London Real, on various interviews he's had over various different experts and people like that who are, you know, basically luminaries in fitness and enlightenment and spirituality and consciousness and personal development and things like that. So cool, you know, I see various people. But this time he was on there with the guy named Tim Shieff. These guys literally pissed, turned around on camera, pissed in a cup, and turned around and sat down drinking their own urine like it's coffee. And then they're talking about it like it's cool, like this is what, like even one time I commented on this, like Tim Shieff kind of like owned him, like beta mailed him, like, yeah man, you got chest on your hairs, now you're drinking your own urine. I'm like, what the hell is this? This is ridiculous. So when I saw that, and then at the end of the video, see, this is why I'm making the video now, because at the end of the video he influenced the guy, and the guy said, okay, I'm going to challenge you guys to send videos and tweets to do this. So basically I looked at that and I saw that another guy in the YouTube feed of that search had submitted a video back that he was basically sitting in his fucking bedroom, and he's like, yeah, Brian Rose, man, I got an open mind. Here's my response to the challenge. So this kid, this probably, who knows, 19, 20 years old, he turns around, goes by his dresser, pees in a cup, and then turns around and drinks a cup full of his own urine. Live on YouTube for the whole world to see. That's when I was like, man, these people are sick in the head. We need more guys, we need more women with intelligence and backgrounds to speak against it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down the logical reasons not to drink your own urine, okay, and not to even to try to do something so stupid. And then I'm gonna break down the emotional, spiritual, and moral reasons why you shouldn't be drinking your own urine. And then you could come to your own conclusion. But the reason why I'm putting this video out is because there are people who are impressionable. There are people who suffer from low self-esteem. They may be overweight, obese. We know that 70% of Americans are overweight, 40% of Americans are obese. They may be suffering from depression and various things, and they may be really looking at these online influencers and thinking, oh, these people really, you know, have some kind of answer or some kind of magical cure or some kind of remedy. And just so you know, I'm not one of those people who has all this blind faith in big pharma or blind faith in the medical hospitals. I've lost two relatives to battles of cancer. You know, I've seen many of my clients and extended friends, hundreds of clients I've trained, thousands of personal training sessions I've done where people have to cancel sessions because their relative, they're fighting cancer. You know, so it's not like I'm coming from a perspective where, oh, I have total blind faith in Western medicine, or that I have not studied Eastern medicine either. I've done all of that and I looked at it from all different perspectives. So I'm going to give you both sides of it. My logical reasons why that's really a bad idea to drink urine, especially your own urine. Drinking your own urine is a bad idea. And secondly, the emotional, spiritual, and moral reasons why it's just straight up the wrong thing to do. All right?
Yeah.